lift. Okay, you can actually get 8 levels of lift with LightMaster. Okay, which is good. You know, I mean, it is very good that you can get that much lift. Probably will not get any more than about 8 levels of lift. So when I take somebody that's got naturally black hair and make them extreme light blonde hair, not all at once, no. It will not work.
I just watched a video of a girl who did that. Her hair was like black, short hair, kinky curly, and she took it to bleach blonde. But when in the video, when she was like washing it, like she didn't talk about it, but you could tell it was mush.
Yeah,
I mean, you could tell.
She
that-
didn't talk about
Like her, no, she didn't tell it, but you could tell her hair probably fell out after that. A couple
right. You have
days.
to be careful of that because you can totally annihilate hair with leaving it on too long, too high. That's where your porosity comes into play as far as how porous your hair is. The more porous your hair is, the less likely it's going to withstand that high of lift. All right.
She did it, but I could tell from the mush we saw on your dog that when she did this, it was mush.
You could see
Right.
it.
Yeah, it was mush.
And that will happen.
You do see those videos though.
Yeah.
Like you see that where they're like black and then blonde and you're like, I don't know how they're doing that.
But
Okay,
she
but
followed
you
up
don't
on
know
some-
what was done. You see them do it, and you don't know how many processes they've gone to get
Yes.
to that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, because you take a level 1 and go up 8, you're getting to a medium blonde is what you're getting. That is not a blonde blonde. That is a medium blonde. Okay, now you're gonna have to wait and repair that hair and take it from that medium blonde up into the higher level lift blondes. All right, which, is it gonna cause damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Definitely it's gonna cause damage. Okay, your lighteners, they are gonna come in a powder base, a cream base, and an oil base. To me, oil base lighteners will actually stay on the hair a little bit better. Once a lightener dries out, it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, if you're taking a powdered lightener like Matrix that we use here, and you're putting it on and you're actually trying to lift new growth, if it dries out, it's done. So that's why we do have some actual additives, which you can add your own oil to. That works with it so it doesn't dry out. Or we also have a powder that you add to it that almost makes it like it makes it so the inside of the actual bleach stays moist and the outside, it puts like a hardened coating around it. And then actually, yeah, it's better for balayages because, when you all do a balayage, once that hair starts to dry out, that's it. You need to either, number 1, take it off, or you need to actually put more lightener on there. Okay, does that kind of make sense?
That's the clay you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That keeps it,
Yeah,
because where it's hard on the outside,
it's still moist on the inside, yeah, exactly. They all actually vary in proportions of presulfates. Presulfates, if you see that, that's the ammonia. All right, that's in it. You can use them on anywhere from 10 to 30 volume developer if you're going to use it on the scalp, and then you can use 40 off the scalp. And my favorite, 50 off the scalp.
My favorite.
Okay, my favorite 50, but I would never use that on the scalp. I would not use 40 on the scalp because you can get some chemical burns when you are working with this. All right, so if you put 40 volume on somebody's scalp, think about what can happen.
Yeah.
It could be dangerous.
I know, I've been there too. Like you're like, ow, this is itchy.
Yeah,
And
I've
you're
seen
like-
scabs on people, so you really need to be careful with
My
that.
hair savagely.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
your examples, you've got Rue color, back in the day, I mean, it's a very old color. I don't even know if they make it anymore. But it was an oil-based bleach. It was called Sheer Delight. And it was great because I could get a blonde, pretty light, without reapplying and without it drying out, because half of it was oil. Then you have your Clairol Basic White. And the reason I like Basic White is because of the fact that it is white. It is not your blue-based powders or your violet-based powders, which Matrix, Lightmaster, Wella, Flash Lift, and Joico are all a color bleach. And what happens is, you know what does blue counteract?
Orange.
Okay, what is violet or purple counteract?
Yellow.
All right, so when you're looking at this in a foil and it's blue, you're thinking, oh wow, it's blonde. And when you take it off, it's kind of orangey. Well, with Basic White, it's just white. So you see what you see. So you always have to compensate for those color variations when it comes to.
Now,
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry, I'll ask something.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, what is the Wella Blondor good for? I have that.
It's for any of your special effects lighting. You know, like when I call them special effects, it's like highlighting. If you're just doing block coloring and you want a block color, so you're gonna do a block color right up underneath here, and you want that really, really purple, you can take that, bleach it out, then put the purple on.
So the Wella Blondor isn't good for like bleaching?
Oh yeah, it's good for bleaching.
I brought-
It's just, it's a Wella Blonder. It's one of the most popular bleaches going.
I thought so.
Yeah.
The lady suggested it in the,
Yeah, and you can use,
Cosmoprof.
you can use 10 to 40 volume with that.
Can you use that for like balayages?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can.
Okay.
But same thing happens. You gotta remember, since it is kind of like a blue base, your eye's gonna have to adjust to that. You know, when you think it's done, it's not quite done. So take that in consideration because of the bluing in it. And it's like all the other lighteners, if they dry out, that's it.
It's done.
You know, and a lot of times when we first start, coloring and we do the balayage, do not put enough product on. I see that when you guys are doing highlights also. If it's not properly saturated, you are not going to get the lift either.
I think it's the fear of liquefying or expanding when in the foil and it coming out and getting onto the other hair.
Right. That, and I'm going to tell you right now, that is going to probably be something that's going to be a personal preference and how you avoid that.
Yeah.
Basic White, when it heats up, when it's between foils, does it rise up? Yes, it does. Do you put these under the dryer? Yes and no. Okay, if you're gonna put them under a dryer, I would suggest like just a slightly warm dryer, so the product doesn't bubble up.
Yeah, and
and
liquefy.
All right. Being a hairdresser for as long as I have, you've found different ways that you can make things go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not that we want to just hurry a client out of there, but the more clients you do in a day,
The more money you
the
make.
more money you're gonna make.
yeah.
Have you used steamers for color before?
A steamer? No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not used a steamer. I've used dry heat. I think a steamer would actually kind of make it wetter,
Wetter, yeah.
and I think it would run more so with that.
'Cause of-
I've never seen it done with a steamer. I've seen it done with lights. I've seen it done under the dryer. Most of your manufacturers though, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta tell everybody, follow manufacturer's instructions. Now, do I? No, I do. I will put Matrix V-Lights and Lightmaster under the dryer. But I will put them under the dryer that is warm and I'm standing right there by that dryer. I don't go out, have lunch, and I come back a half hour later.
Yeah.
Okay, am I gonna own up to whatever I do with what I do? Yes. All right, so you're gonna see a lot of that in a salon. You're gonna see people put it under the dryer. You're gonna see people not put it under the dryer. Will I put it under Inferno? Will I put it to a perm? No.
What is that?
Okay, it's a
Oh,
perm
real
setting.
high.
Real high, yes. I'm gonna do
Just
that.
blast this bad boy.
You know.
The broiler.
Just get you done.
Royal.
You need a fan?
You know,
All right, I'm done.
and there again, if it leaks out of those foils and gets on the scalp, there's a 3rd-degree burn.
Yeah, you gotta,
That you have to be careful.
yeah,
So if you're
lawsuits
gonna
right there.
deviate from the instructions, do so with the knowledge that you're not gonna have the backing
Yeah,
of the company. But
Yeah.
follow your knowledge throughout
Yeah.
the years that you get on what you can do and how far you can push it.
well, like for now, because I'm still new, this is all fresh to me, I'm not trying to push the limits
Right,
until I get to a point where I understand the products more, I understand how everything works in my mind.
Exactly.
But as of now, I'm just trying to, like I said, the manufacturer rules or whatever's said to be done,
exactly,
because I don't want to push the limits when I don't even know them.
right. And that's why I tell you, I have got hair that I took from work, and they give it, I mean, they donated it for whatever, but then the owner donated it to me, so you guys can play with hair.
Yeah,
I tell you all the time, use that 50 volume developer, use that flat iron, see what it's gonna look like damaged hair. Because how do you know what it's gonna look like? If you don't play with it.
right,
If you always keep yourself here,
right.
okay, right about here, will you ever get up here?
Never.
No. So I want you to be, I really do want you to follow the directions and stuff like that, but I want you to push the envelope too. I mean, like I always said, we have cell phones because somebody pushed that envelope. And aren't you glad? Because I remember being a kid, stuck to a wall on a phone, and have to tell the people on the party line to hang up. I need a phone. Okay?
Getting
So,
caught up in the string.
You are the next generation of hairdressers. Okay, we don't want to be stuck in the 80s. We want to go forward.
Yeah.
You know, we want you guys to do some really nice,
Yeah.
great things.
No, I want to push the boundaries. I just am meaning like right now.
Right. But this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want you to ask questions.
Okay.
The only stupid question is the one you didn't ask. All right? Ask me 100 times. I'll answer it 100 times.
I know you will.
I will.
I know.
Definitely.
I was gonna say what's your favorite bleach? Is it the Matrix
No, it's basic white.
Basic White?
Right. I do have both where I work. Because I rent my own place, I can use whatever light years I want. I have used all of these at one time or another. And I always go back to the basic white. Only because I can look through it. Blonde hair against white looks blonde.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fooling me and thinking that, okay, yep, here's this blue bleach and all the orange is gone, and it's not. You know, and if I do use V-Light or Light Master or somebody with a violet or blue base thing, I will always wipe it off
Yeah.
to see how that color looks. You will only do it once, and you'll never do it again.
Do you, Ms. Corbino, do you agree with the lady from Hair Coterie? I think she was like, the Light Master, the blue and the purple one, that she said that it also like somewhat tones
No,
in there. Yeah, because
it
yeah.
does not
I
tone.
don't think I bought
It
that
doesn't.
either.
It doesn't have the
Oh,
ability
that
to
makes
tone.
sense.
No, because my
It
girl
doesn't.
still pulled oranges.
It wasn't
Very
practical.
orange.
Because
It didn't make
blue-
sense.
Blue and violet bleaches, it does not matter that
No.
they're that color.
No.
And see, I thought the same thing.
I
When
thought
they
it-
said
yeah.
it toned it, I was like, well, crap, because I've seen the hair
No,
still
it
look
does
like
not
that.
tone it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
They had color graphics. You could use like they were different developers and different kinds of bleaches. They had green you could put in it that was supposed to take care of the red. Yeah, they had blue to take care of the orange,
Wow.
vice versa. It never stayed on the market that well, and it basically didn't tone hair at all. All right, and they come. A lot of companies would love that. Like, wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah.
If you
Right.
could put a
Yes.
light in your one product. and
All
get the
in
perfect
one.
blonde with
Yeah.
that-
All in one. Boom.
Right.
That's what I'm
It's just not
That's
gonna
the-
work.
It
One
doesn't
and
even
done.
seem
There'll be no
practical, though.
hairdressers.
How is this bleach that's
Exactly.
pretty much bleaching a
Taking
color
all the color
is
out.
gonna actually
Put a color
bleach
back
it,
in.
Yeah.
tone it.
Deposit in,
Right.
lift.
When
Yeah.
she said it,
Lift.
I kind of stopped
Yeah.
listening at that because
Right.
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
true.
Well, you know what? The manufacturers though, she's not saying anything different than she probably heard at a hair show.
Right.
The manufacturers will say, yes, this is gonna tone out that orange tones, or those yellow tones, and it does not.
No.
And that's why you guys, when you use the product, and the more you use it, the more you play with it, the more you're gonna see
Yeah, 'cause
what it can actually do.
You can't fight against proof.
No.
Yeah, because all she kept saying was, oh, the
I've seen it.
manufacturer.
And I will tell you, the manufacturer will do A, B, and C. But I tell you, in reality, when you're behind that chair and you've done it for a while, you're gonna say, well, no, I can do this, because that's not so.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of push it, but you'll never push it unless you try it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are gonna actually go set up now for clients. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we still have to go through Sobler and some of the other sheer things that we have. So we'll save that for tomorrow. It's exciting, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna do a color project. You all have your 4-section doll, right?
Yes, yep,
Yes.
All right, we'll go over that tomorrow, do your color project and what you're gonna do
okay.
with that.
I want to do a couple of tests and get a couple tests
Oh, yeah,
done.
you can.
Is Miss B's room open?
They're on a
They're on a
field
field
trip,
trip
so you should
today.
be able to
Okay,
go on there.
okay.
All right, for those of you who came in late, go ahead, pick some of these up.